Davis, and welcome to another Don't Know Much About Minute. Well, today I have a little secret to confess. I have to tell you, I never finished college. I know it's a surprise, but I'm always interested to find out the other people who never graduated from college, and one of them is my favorite poet, Robert Frost, the poet of snowy woods and apple trees and stone walls in New England. In fact, though, Frost didn't come from New England. He was born in San Francisco. But he went to Dartmouth and he went to Harvard, but never finished either. I like Frost because his home is near my home in Vermont, and I've visited his gravesite in Bennington, Vermont, several times, where the epitaph on his stone reads, "I had a lover's quarrel with the world." That was a line from his own poetry. Frost also was the first poet ever invited to speak at a presidential inauguration by John F. Kennedy in 1961. It was a snowy day, and it was in fact so snowy that they thought the ceremony would have to be canceled. But the Army marched through the streets down Pennsylvania Avenue with flamethrowers and cleared the snow away, and the ceremony was able to go on. Frost prepared a poem that day called Dedication, but the sun on the snow was so bright that he couldn't see it to read it, and so instead he recited a poem called The Gift Outright from Memory. Later on, he gave the written poem to Mrs. Kennedy, and she had it framed for John Kennedy. Now, some of you might think that reading poetry is punishment. I don't think so. I think that poetry, great books, can change us. We read for lots of reasons: pleasure, escape, to learn things. But sometimes we read because we want the truth, and we know the truth can change us. So tonight, when you go home, maybe you should just pick up a book of poetry and read a poem and see if that changes you.
Here's a small taste of Robert Frost's Mending Wall. Something there is that doesn't love a wall, that sends the frozen ground swell under and spills the upper boulders in the sun, and makes gaps even two can pass abreast.